Cincinnati Bengals.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Harris running straight ahead. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run again with Harris. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, right side, Claypool's got it. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Harris. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll drop to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Desmond Ridder with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. And it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon Ayuk, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, Watson. Now he steps away. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beat. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Back to throw, Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the 50, it's Watson. And finding Davis here, the tight end.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Watson's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front. which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Robbie Anderson from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. Now he's forced out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now out come the Steelers. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That swung out wide to Harris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, You've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The 71 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turns and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them.